guys, it's Jessica Hayes. Today I recorded for you an everyday kind of look. This is really good for, you know, if you have maybe an office job, you don't want to be too loud with your makeup, maybe even just like a very pretty wedding makeup, an interview makeup, maybe if you're a waitress and you don't want to be too loud to your customers, this is a really good everyday kind of look. Or even just an everyday for not being at work as well. This is a really simple eye. I use a lot of Kat Von D. I've got the Shade and Light palette in this tutorial for you today, and then some Studded Kiss on the lips. If you like this look, keep watching and I'll teach you how to do it. Alright, let's get started. So first I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the NYX High Definition Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm going to just pop that all over the lid and then just pat it in with my finger. Take it just a little bit farther than my crease line. You want to make sure it's all evenly spread. If you have one kind of uneven bit of primer, it can cause the eyeshadow to actually grab onto that area. So make sure it's nice and evenly spread out. I'm going to be using all Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to start off with this color all over the eyelid. So I'm using a mid eye shader from Royal and Langnickel, and I'm just patting that color all over the lid. Not too much farther over the crease. You can see I'm kind of avoiding this little area right here because I want to put a darker color there. So I'm just avoiding that area so that when I go to pop that color on later, it'll still grab to the primer that I've laid underneath. I'm going to use this color here, Luminous, and just a tiny little pencil shaped brush, pointed liner from Royal Langnickel, and I'm just depositing that into the crease of the eye. This doesn't have to be perfect or blended by any means because we're going to go back over with other colors and kind of blend that out. So I'm just kind of creating almost a V kind of shape back into the crease of the eye. Build that up a little bit. I'm going to take a blending brush and this color right here from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just get a little bit of that on the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease of the eye and just blend back and forth just to blend that other color out. I like to use a nice soft kind of fluffy poofy brush for this. Just fits nice and snugly in the crease and you really don't have to do any work except for just pop that right in there and just blend back and forth. It's getting a nice blend right there. I usually do like to add more of a warmer kind of color through the crease of my eye. I just find that it's very flattering to pretty much everyone. I like to put a warmer color through the crease, so you don't necessarily have to use this color. There is like a nice taupey kind of shade right next to this color in the palette, and that would be great for blending that crease out as well. So just blend, blend, blend until you feel like it looks blended enough. I'm not taking it too high up underneath the brow bone either. Gonna get that pointed liner again and just pat that first kind of mid brown that we used in the crease, and I'm just lining underneath the lash line. And I'm just gonna, that's kind of gonna be my liner for this look. I'm not using any kind of pencil or liner underneath the eye. Make sure you use a smaller brush for this step. The bigger the brush, the farther it's going to go down underneath your eye, and then that will kind of make it really not everyday, more of a grungy look rather than a fresh everyday kind of look. Alright, I might just add a little bit of this middle kind of taupe colour just through the crease, just to give it a little extra. I'm kind of putting that more so over the first deep brown colour that we did, rather than buffing it too much into that warm colour, because I still want to be able to see that warm colour kind of peek through. If you can hear any background noise, that would be my little pug making whinging sounds on the ground. He's being a grump today. I'm going to take this colour right here. It's got a little bit of a satiny kind of texture to it, and I'm just going to pop that right in the centre of the eye, pressing that on with a flat brush. Anytime that I'm working on the lid of the eye and I'm depositing colour, I'm always using like a firm kind of pressing motion onto the actual lid. And then anytime I'm blending, it's more of a back and forth circular kind of motion. Patting will also help a little bit with not getting fallout underneath your eyes. So with liquid liner, it's best to use like short little strokes when you're creating a look. The best thing about this is that the tip is nice and fine and kind of flat. So what you're going to do is just lay that along your lash bed first to kind of create the shape. Almost like laying it on my lash bed and then just kind of tapping it along. Once you get to the corner of the eye, that's when you're going to wing it out just a little bit. Short kind of strokes. And then I want to just build it up just probably one more line of thickness. Slow and steady does the race. With liquid liner as well, one important thing is when you are doing a wing, you always want to kind of take it more so in the direction of this lower lash line and upwards. If you do take it more of a downwards kind of slant, what that's going to do is kind of pull the eye down a little bit. Now that's done, I'm just going to go ahead and add some mascara. I'm using my favorite right now, Too Faced Better Than Sex. A little bit of bottom mascara, always. Now for cheeks, I'm going to use all this top row right here. They are for eyes, but you can do whatever you like. So I'm going to use that taupey colour with my brush as a little bit of a contour. Not too much because this is an everyday look, but you can definitely build on this colour. I'm going to use the orange colour from the palette, other side of my blush brush, and just use that on the apples of the cheeks. It's always nice to tie your cheeks and your eyeshadow shades in together, so this is perfect for that. I'm going to use this top colour here just as a little bit of a matte highlight. To finish off the everyday look, I'm going to use ColourPop Bound as my lip liner. Then I'm going to finish with the cutest baby lipstick ever. One of my favorite everyday lips. This is Lovecraft from Kat Von D. Well guys, that was my everyday look. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also give me some hints of maybe what videos you'd like to see coming up in the future. I'm having a lot of fun doing all of these YouTubes, so I'll definitely be creating a lot more. Thanks guys, bye.